there's just several steps involved. And I told the last class, I think that that's what's going to get them is there's one step in particular that they're going to forget to do. All right, so you need to make sure you're really paying attention. And if you have questions, guys, raise your hand while I'm teaching. Don't wait and come up to me when I'm done and be like, I have no idea what you just said, and I am totally lost. Because it's really easy to answer your question when I'm in the middle of what you're not understanding, instead of coming up to me next and then being like, I don't know what you said for that 30 minutes you taught. Okay? So when I start doing something that you're confused by, raise your hand right away and ask. All right? Okay, the last couple days we've been finding the volume, right? Yes. At the top of our paper it says what? Yeah, surface area. All right, and when we have found the area of shapes, we were dealing with two-dimensional figures, right? So we are finding the area of a three-dimensional figure, and if you read this, it says the sum of the area of all sides. So if I was trying to find the total surface area, I would need to find the area of every single side and add them all up. Okay? So we'd have to do like a problem with each of those numbers and then at the end. Yes, but I'm going to show you a quicker way to do it. Do you want me to finish the homework? Oh, yes. Yes. Sorry, lost my train of thought when she asked me that. Okay, so lateral surface area, okay? Lateral surface area is all sides except the bases. Okay, so we always start by solving for lateral first, and then we solve for total. All right, so if you look right here, it says determine the area of each face. So this is just a way to break it down, okay? Now, I have 3 pairs of sides. I have my top and bottom, I have my left and right side, and I have my front and back side, right? So you're not going to have all these colors, but I'm just going to give you a visual. So this is one side, and this is its matching side, right? Y'all agree? Those are the exact same shapes. Okay, and then I have this side and this side. Agree? Okay, and then I have the top, and then I have the bottom. All right, so what we can do is we can look at them in just 3 separate shapes. All right, so I have my front. All right, so that is 8, and then the side of it is 3. So I would do 8 times 3. What is 8 times 3? Okay, but there's that little 2 in front of it. What does that mean? No. It's right beside it. What does that mean when it's right beside it? Multiply it. Why am I multiplying it by 2? So this is 24 right here. I'm multiplying it by 2 because don't I have another one of the exact same shape back there? Okay, so what is 24 times 2? 48. Okay, so I have 48. We're going to skip top and bottom for a second. And we're going to go to the 2 sides. So my 2 sides, here is the sides that I'm looking at. So I have 5, and then my side measurement is 3. 5 times 3 is what? 15. Yes, ma'am. No, you're fine. Okay, good. He was worried about that. No, I'll send him when we're done. Okay, thanks. Bye. Corbin, your dad did bring your poster. You can go get it when we're done. Okay, so 5 times 3 is 15. I multiply that by 2 because I have 2 sides, right? Okay, so 30. Now, I found all my sides, right? So now I can add those together. 48 plus 30 equals what? 78. This is my lateral surface area. Is 78 meters, and we're doing squared because area is always square feet or square units. So like once we get the answer, just multiply by 2 and add it? Yes, I think. Surface area. SA is surface area. Okay. All right. Now, the reason I saved top and bottom is because for lateral, you don't do the bases. Okay. For lateral, we just do our sides. And then for total, we find our top and bottom and add it to what we had for our lateral. Okay, so our top and bottom is this one and this one. What two measurements am I multiplying to find that top and bottom? 8 and no. 8 is right here. We need the side of it. So 5. 8 times 5. Well, 8 times 5 is 40. 40 times 2 is 80. So to find the total surface area, I have 48, 80, and 30. Now, since we found the lateral, all I have to do is add 40 to it, which is what? Did it right? I did something wrong.
I thought like 78 plus
118.
Yeah, it's 158. And it's I just added 40. I have to add 80. See, I didn't double it because 80 was my top and bottom. I just did one part of it. I had to do both. And that gives me 158. Coach Barnes shares a room with me, and so I think he moved him back. I don't know yet. What, Hartley?
How can you tell which one is the back? You can do that right side is says front and back. Then it says two sides.
Let's see how we do 1 and 2 and see if that helps. Okay, because it really doesn't matter. So how I explained it, it's easy. It's almost easier to really give you a visual when you're using like a cup, because in 8th grade you'll have to find the lateral surface area of a cone or a cylinder. All right. So I told them lateral is finding all of the space around. It's the sides of the cup. That's it. Okay. Total is doing my sides and my cup and my lid and my bottom. Okay. So lateral is just around the figure. So if I'm looking at this figure, I would do this side, this side, this side, and this side because it's around. All right. My top and bottom is what it's sitting on, and then right there.
What's the surface?
Finding the area of every single side. So lateral surface area is finding the area of all the sides. All right. Total surface area is the sides plus my top and bottom. No, I'm going to do 2 with you, and then you're going to do 1 by yourself. Okay?
The area is the area of the top and the bottom, and lateral is just the side.
Surface area is everything. Total surface area is all of it. Lateral is only the sides without the top and the bottom. Okay? All right. So what helps somebody last period is by looking at one at a time. So my front and back. So my front is this side. All right. So I have 2 times 1, which is what? 2. But then I have to do what with it? I have to double it because I have this side also. So 2 times 2 is 4. Okay. So now I have this side. So that's 5 times what? No.
4.
Guys, I said this right here. What measurement matches with this? 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. Times 2 is 10. So when I add those up, I get 14. So that is my lateral. Because I found this side, I found this side. That's what gave me 10. Okay? My front, my back gave me 4. Okay, what shapes have I not found yet? The top. So it is this one and this one. Okay, so my top, it's 5 and 2. 10. So then I do 10 times 2, which is 20. So then I add those up, and that gives me my total. What's what for? No, that's for 8th grade. Theirs is a little different. All right. So right here, I'm going to write it down here just so I have another blanket, cut it off. Okay. So for my lateral, remember, I'm doing all the sides. So my first side is 8. What measurement goes down there with this one? 3. So 8 times 3 is what? 24. What do I have to do with 24? Why am I doubling it? Because I have another side. Okay, they're exactly the same. So 24 times 2, well, 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4.
Also, you would do 2 sides and then multiply that total by 2.
I do one side, multiply by 2 because there's 2 of the same sides. Then I find the other one. So now I have this one. What is that measurement? This one? This one's 8. And then this base is 4. So I have 8 times 4. What's 8 times 4? So I have 32. What do I do with 32? Times 2. Why am I multiplying by 2? There's 2 sides. Because do y'all agree I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides? Okay. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Now what do I do with those? Add them. So 8 plus 4 is 12. 112. You don't like this? Why? I love that y'all think this is confusing. And then yesterday we had 1/3 and 1/2 in the same problem, and y'all were good. Yeah.
That was easy. That was
Okay, and all we're doing is multiplying and adding. Y'all hate dividing, and we divided numerous times yesterday. Okay? There are a lot of steps in this, yes? But are they really hard steps? No, you've just got to slow yourself down. Okay? There is a difference between it being hard and it taking time. This takes time. Okay?
But on 2, how did you know what to do? Why did you do 8 times 4?
Because I have to look at my base. All right, this side was, the base of it was 3 and the length was 8. For my front part, it was 8 and my base was 4.
Why did you just do 8 times 8?
No. Because remember, with a rectangle, we have to do base times height to find the area. If you did 8 times 8, you would be doing the base and the base. You can't do that.
So you did base times height, base
Yes.
times height.
Yes.
Because one side's 3 and one side's 4.
If it would have been 4 on both sides, then I could have done 8 times 4 and then multiply it by what? 4. Because there's 4 sides. All right. Look at this one. So I have this side. So its base is 7. See, I look at this as one rectangle right here, right? Okay, so its base is 7, its height is 4. What does that equal? 28. Do you agree that this rectangle over here is the exact same as this one? That's why we do what to 28? Multiply it by 2. What's 28 times 2? 56. Okay. All right, so now I have to do my front and back, right? Oh, yes, I do, Corbin. I will in just a minute. All right, so I was so focused at making sure y'all know what sides are what. All right, so then here I'm looking at this rectangle. What is this rectangle's base? 9. What is its height? 4. 9 times 4 is? What do I do with 36? Why am I multiplying it by 2? Because there's 2 sides. These 2 sides are mirror images of each other, so times 2. Y'all are so good at y'all's multiplication. All right, so what do I do with these 2? Add them up. So I do 72 plus 56.
It's not that hard whenever you think of it like doing base times height with 56.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now Corbin's like, don't we need to do the total over here? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's go back here for a second. All right, so I found the lateral, which is all the sides. Okay, now I have to find my bases. So my base measurements are 4 and 3. So 4 times 3 is what? What's 12 times 2? 24. What do I do with the 24? No, I did times 2. Add it. And I get 136. Oh no. Okay. Okay, and that's why we keep trying. All right, so right here, lateral, total. Oh, good job. All right, 128. What am I finding now? That base figure, top and bottom. All right, what are my top and bottom measurements? 9 and 7, which is 63. Then what? Multiply by 2 because I have the top and the bottom. All right, what do I do with those two numbers? Add them. So I have 14, 1, 5, and 1. Okay, I'm going to let y'all try number 4 on your own. Okay, yes, it is 254. Trey, you can do this. I am 100% confident that you can do this. Lateral, and this is total. That's just how they will see it. Because if it said what is the surface area, you would automatically assume that it's total. It's always going to be total unless it clarifies lateral. Cooper, did you try it? Try it. I didn't say you better get this right or you're going to be in so much trouble. I said try it.
I think I got it, but it felt too easy.
Remember, it's allowed to be that easy sometimes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I hope so. It kind of seems scary just because there's so much you have to really pay attention to, but it's really, the actual math calculations aren't bad. We've done a lot worse. We've done a lot worse. So if I ask somebody to go up to the board, Connor's hand went up instantly. All right, Connor.
I used to be up there once.
Trey, you can do this. Is there a marker up there?
Yes, right. So you have to do 7.5 on each side. And 7.5. 7 times 5.
So you're saying this side first? Yes? Yes.
It's 35, and you have it twice. So 35 times 2 is 70.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
Then you have to do 7 times 3 is 21. 21 times 2 is 42. And 42 plus 70. 112 is your lateral area. Then you have to do 5 times 3 is 15 times 2 is 30. Then 112 plus 30 is 142.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Good.
I couldn't see it, so I didn't understand.
Did you get that for the answer tray?
Nope, not even close.
Oh, I
I think
Yeah,
that
142.
Oh no. What did you do? Well, hey, this helps us. This helps us analyze it.
Yeah, did you do 7 times 5?
No,
What did you do?
I did. I don't know what it is.
Is
Oh, I did.
He did 14 times 2, got 28, and added plus 30 to get there.
14,
7 and 7.
7 and 7.
7.2.
It's base times height.
And what did you do to get your other number?
He didn't have it.
Oh.
That's all he did.
Let's try it again. All right. If you look at the back, now, you see these two things. All right. These are called nets. Okay. This is a net. It is the shape, like this right here, just taken apart and laid flat. Okay. So to some people, the nets are easier because they can break it apart shape by shape and then just add it all together. Okay. Some people like the net. Some people are like, no, it's fine. Okay. But looking at number 8, why do you think 2 of them are shaded in? What's shaded in right here? The base. So do you think these 2 are the base? Yes. So would I find those areas for my lateral surface area? No. Because remember, lateral, we leave the base out. Okay, so I have this shape first, right? So I'm going to do 4.2 times 5. What is 4.2 times 5? So 21. So this one's 21. Do you agree that this shape is exactly the same? So this one's 21. What's 21 plus 21?
42.
So I have 42. Okay. Now, I'm trying to find this measurement. Well, this one is 2.9. What is this measurement? 5. How do I know it's 5? Because this side is 5 and it's the same length. Remember, if I folded them together, that would be the exact same side. Okay? It is very windy out there, yes. Let's pay attention then. Okay, so I do 2.9 times 5. 9 times 5, 45. Carry my 4. 5 times 2 is 10. That's 4. Do what again? I didn't do it again. I did 4.2 times 5. Okay.
Base times height.
Now, which I think she thinks I did it again. Okay, but we solved for this shape. That's what this was. This one is solving for these 2. Okay. So this one's 14.5 and this one's 14.5. So if I add those together, what would I get?
170.
So 14.5 plus 14.5. 29. So then I add to 29. Because now those are all my sides. All my sides is lateral. Not 90, gosh, 70. All right, 71 centimeters squared. Okay, so to find the total, what do I have to do?
2.9.
I have to do my bases. All right, so 2.9 is right here. What is this length right here? No, 2.9 is this side one right here. No, 4.2. Okay, so I do 4.2 times 2.9. 2 decimal places, so I have 12.18. Now, what do I do with 12.18? Multiply by 2. Why am I multiplying it by 2, Hattie? Because there's 2. Okay, so I have 24.36. What do I do with 24.36? Add it to 71.
So 95.36.
95.36. Say that again, Corbin.
The net ones.
The net ones.
I'm with you. I don't like that at all. That's too much.
That's way more complicated.
No.
Thank you.
But you might see it on the start.
You will. Well, you'll see it on the test over this topic
You'll see it on
because this is a STAR question.
the- Yeah.
Okay. Now, no, you will not. Oh my gosh.
Don't tell her.
Okay. So, what is it asking me to find? Because somebody was like, "Well, how do I know which one is the base?" What is it asking me to find? Total. So, do I really need to know what the bases are? No.
Just multiply everything.
Okay, so this shape is 5 times 3. So this one's 15. That means I have 15 plus 15 is 30. Okay, so I have 7 times, yes, we will. 21, and then 21. Well, what's 21 plus 21?
42.
Okay, so this is 5. This is 7, which is, okay, so what's 35 plus 35?
70. 142.
See, not so bad.
That one was easy.
Why?
I don't know.
Because there were no decimals?
No, what's that?
Yeah. That's why I skipped number 6, because I wanted you to see it's not so bad all the time. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so number 6. All right, for lateral, I have 8 and 2.5. So it gives me 20. So that's just this side. So what do I have to do to 20? Times 2, because I have 2 sides. 20 times 2 is? So I have 40. All right, so then my front side, I have 8 times 4. What's 8 times 4? 8 times 4. 8 times 4.
20, no, wait, 32.
32. Times 2. 64, because I'm fronting my front and my back. So 104 is my what?
Lateral.
Lateral. Okay, my total, what do I have to do? 2.5 times 4. Now I want you to think about this, because when I multiply, don't I ignore my decimal? So I would have 25. What are y'all supposed to think of when you see 25? Quarters. So if I have 4 quarters, $1, and I put my decimal back in, I would have 10. All right, so that's 10 for this base. How many bases do I have? I have 2. So I have 10 plus 10, which is 20. 124. Okay. Okay. Now, your homework. Miss McFarland.